now watching continuous of Cần Thơ radio and television station. Here are today's headlines. To mark the 95th founding anniversary of the Communist Party of Vietnam, General Secretary Tô Lâm authored the article Brilliant Vietnam, highlighting the party's achievements, national pride and confidence in the future. The Cần Thơ Party Committee military headquarters celebrated the Communist Party of Vietnam's 95th founding anniversary. The Cần Thơ City Party Committee held a briefing on the 2025 Lunar New Year, chaired by Secretary Đỗ Thanh. Top news today. On the 95th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of Vietnam, February 3rd, 1930, February 3rd, 2025, General Secretary Tô Lâm authored an article titled Rạng rỡ Việt Nam, Brilliant Vietnam, reflecting on the party's 95-year journey of development and growth. He emphasized the nation's pride and unwavering confidence in a bright future. Today, with over 5.4 million members, the party has grown significantly in both size and strength, capable of leading the nation into this new era. Each member embodies the nation's faith, intelligence, and unity. The party will continue to fulfill its historical mission under the banner of Marxism, Leninism, and Ho Chi Minh's ideology. Facing new challenges, particularly in the context of globalization, the General Secretary emphasized the need for intensified, innovative, and focused party building, highlighting 7 key areas: upholding party ideals and goals, continually refining the party's theoretical framework, building a clean and strong party, streamlining the political system for greater efficiency, developing a cadre of skilled leaders, especially at key levels, integrating science, technology, and digital transformation into party work, and prioritizing the urgent task for 2025, urging all party committees, cells, and members to collaborate with the people to achieve and surpass the targets set in their respective resolutions. On February 3rd, the party committee military headquarters of Cần Thơ City held a meeting to celebrate the 95th founding anniversary of the Communist Party of Vietnam, February 3rd, 1930, February 3rd, 2025. A meeting commemorating the Communist Party of Vietnam's 95-year history highlighted the city's armed forces' tradition of courage, resilience, proactiveness, creativity, solidarity, and determination. These forces have consistently demonstrated unity, creativity, and competitiveness, maintaining discipline in training and practice, boosting production, and ensuring adequate weapons and equipment to fulfill all assigned missions. Despite challenges in 2024, the city military headquarters, under the guidance of the Party Committee, effectively advised the City Party Committee and People's Committee, leading to the successful completion and exceeding of all 20 assigned military and defense targets. This has resulted in a strengthened national defense foundation and increasingly robust defense posture in areas. A briefing conference reviewing the 2025 Lunar New Year was held on the morning of February 3rd by Cần Thơ City Party Committee. The conference was chaired by Cần Thơ City Party Committee Secretary Đỗ Thanh. The city spent over 100 billion Vietnamese dong from various sources to provide Lunar New Year celebrations for more than 125,000 people. Agencies, units, and businesses ensure timely and compliant payments of salaries, bonuses, and benefits to employees, averaging 5.65 million Vietnamese dong per person. The supply of goods remained diverse and stable, with no unexpected price hikes. The city also hosted a wide range of recreational and entertainment activities, welcoming approximately 342,000 visitors during the Lunar New Year period. Overall, the city's New Year celebrations were organized in line with directives from the Secretariat and the Prime Minister. The Ministry of Transport has directed that site clearance for rest stop along the North-South Expressway project, Eastern Section, phases 2017-2020 and 2021-2025 be completed by February 2025 and has called for expedite procedures to begin construction. The Ministry of Transport had instructed Project Management Units, or PMUs for short, 26758 Thăng Long, Mỹ Thuận, and Ho Chi Minh Road to collaborate with local authorities to finalize site clearance for all 21 rest stops along the North-South Expressway, eastern section by February 2025. These PMUs are also tasked with directing investors to expedite investment procedures and commence construction on 8 rest stops planned for the 2017-2020 period. Furthermore, they must complete the investor selection process for the remaining 13 rest stops to ensure the timely construction of essential services, including restrooms and parking areas, particularly for projects stated for completion before April 30, 2025. To support the government's 2025 GDP growth target of over 8%, the banking sector has set a credit growth target of 16%, subject to adjustment based on economic conditions. Banks have already received new credit limits and are actively deploying capital-boosting measures from the start of the year. State Bank Deputy Governor Đào Minh Tú announced a more flexible credit policy for 2025, allowing banks to set their own credit growth limits while ensuring operational safety. The State Bank will maintain strict oversight of lending in high-risk sectors while facilitating capital flows into production and social housing. This represents a shift from the previous year, where the central bank assigned specific credit targets to each bank. Before that, several banks introduced preferential interest rate loan packages to support the market and stabilize prices. Currently, the lowest short-term lending rate is 4.5% per year and medium, and long-term rates average about 7.9% per year. These measures help ensure the availability of essential goods and support consumers, particularly low-income workers during peak season. Financial experts predict that the average deposit interest rate could rise by roughly 0.5% after that, increasing from the current 5.2% to around 5.7%. 7 banks raised deposit interest rates in January 2025, continuing the trend from late 2024, with 4 of those banks offering rates above 7%. Experts predict a further average increase of approximately 0.5% in deposit rates throughout 2025, from the current 5.2% to around 5.7%. Lending rates are also expected to rise in 2025, but moderately, in line with the government and central bank policy to support businesses through lower interest rates. However, Associate Professor Thành of the Academy of Finance suggests that deposit rates may only see a slight increase or remain stable in the first quarter of 2025 due to lower capital demand immediately after the debt holiday. Car owners should be aware that 6 types of car lights must be installed and functioning in pairs. If one light in a pair is damaged, the vehicle will fail its registration inspection. National Technical Regulation QCVN 09-2024 mandates specific lighting and signal equipment for manufactured, assembled and imported automobiles. Required lights include high and low beam highlights, turn signals, hazard lights, position lights, brake lights, and rear license plate lights. These must be securely installed. Critically, the following lights must be installed in symmetrical pairs across the vehicle's median plane and be the same color. High and low beams, turn signals, position lights, brake lights, daytime running lights, and front fog lights if equipped. Front lighting, fog lights, and position lights must be white or yellow. Daytime running lights must be white. Front turn signals must be yellow. Rear turn signal must be yellow or red. Brake lights and rear position lights must be red. With land becoming scarce and house prices rising, affordable mini apartments in green urban areas offering multiple amenities are increasingly popular among young families. Property Guru Vietnam reports a surge in demand for small apartments under 35 square meters by the end of 2023, with a 50% increase compared to the previous year. Conversely, demand for larger apartments decreased, with a 22% drop for units between 35 to 70 square meter and over 50% for those exceeding 70 square meter. Even in the rental market, 67% of renters prioritize smaller units to reduce costs. However, data from November 2024 shows a significant shift. Demand for apartments between 35 to 70 square meter jumped by 68%. Demand for units under 35 square meter doubled. and demand for apartments over 70 square meters also increased, albeit by a smaller 45%. Coming up next is the weather forecast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.